What if I told you that just days before the Junior World Championship, the Junior Boks were forced into a dramatic leadership change, lost key players to the Springboks, suffered injury setbacks, and yet somehow might be even more dangerous than before? South African rugby fans, buckle up, because what is happening inside the Junior Bok camp right now could shape the future of Springbok rugby for years to come. With surprise call-ups, unexpected injuries, a brand new captain, and rising stars stepping into the spotlight, the road to Georgia has suddenly become one of the most fascinating stories in world rugby. And trust me, the biggest twist is still to come. As the countdown to the World Rugby U20 Championship continues, Junior Bok head coach Kevin Foot has been forced to make several crucial decisions that could define South Africa's title defense. The biggest announcement came when Siphosethu Mnebelele was officially named captain of the South Africa under-20 side for the tournament in Georgia. While becoming captain of your country is always a proud moment, the circumstances surrounding this appointment make the story even more intriguing. The reason for the captaincy change is one that every young South African rugby player dreams about. Regular captain Riley Norton has been called up by Rassie Erasmus to join the Springbok squad for the upcoming Nations Championship clashes against England, Scotland and Wales. It is a remarkable achievement for the young forward and a sign of just how highly he is regarded within South African rugby circles. But Norton was not the only Junior Bok to receive life-changing news. Talented fly-half Vusi Moyo also earned a Springbok call-up, creating another major vacancy within the Junior Bok setup. Suddenly, just weeks before the biggest tournament of the year, two of the team's most influential players were gone. For many teams, that would be a nightmare scenario. For Kevin Foot, it became a test of the depth that South African rugby has worked so hard to build. The question now is simple. Can the Junior Boks remain favorites despite losing key leaders and playmakers? The answer may lie in the players who are stepping into those roles. To replace Riley Norton, the coaching staff brought in utility forward Thomas Belling. A player known for his versatility and work ethic, Belling now has a golden opportunity to prove that he belongs among South Africa's brightest young talents. Every great tournament produces unexpected heroes, and many fans will be watching closely to see if Belling can become one of them. Meanwhile, the departure of Vusi Moyo created another opening in the squad. Into that position comes winger Cheswell Just, who recently completed his commitments with the Bulls in the United Rugby Championship. Just arrives with valuable experience and confidence, adding further firepower to a team already packed with exciting attacking talent. However, the challenges did not stop there. In another setback, dynamic utility back Zekhethelo Siyaya was ruled out after suffering a serious facial injury during the South Africa match against Zimbabwe. Reports revealed that Siyaya was struck in the face by a stray boot, resulting not only in the facial injury but also a concussion. It was a cruel blow for a player who had been hoping to make a major impact at the World Championship. As a result, winger Akalawa Bokwana has been drafted into the touring squad. For Bokwana, this is the kind of opportunity that can change a career overnight. Sometimes tournaments are remembered not for the stars who were expected to shine, but for the replacements who seized their chance when nobody saw them coming. The injury list also includes prop Kai Pratt, meaning the Junior Boks will travel without another talented youngster who could have contributed significantly to the campaign. Yet despite these setbacks, there remains a growing sense of confidence around the squad. One of the reasons for that confidence comes from the players who recently represented the South Africa team. Several Junior Bok stars featured in the impressive 40-0 victory over Zimbabwe and have now returned to the under-20 setup with valuable experience. Players such as Oliver Reed, Danny Kruger, Siphosethu Mnebelele, Liam van Wyk, Yakin Ahmed, Luan Gilliamy, and Marcus Muller were all involved in that dominant performance. Their exposure to a higher level of rugby could prove priceless when the pressure begins to rise in Georgia. But even here, another twist emerged. Promising fly half and center Yakin Ahmed has been handed a 2-match suspension after his yellow card against Zimbabwe was upgraded to a 20-minute red card for a dangerous tackle. Losing a talented playmaker at any stage of a major tournament is never ideal, and this suspension creates another selection headache for Kevin Foot. The challenge facing the Junior Boks is becoming clearer by the day. Leadership changes, injury setbacks, suspensions, Springbok call-ups. The squad has experienced almost every possible disruption before even boarding the plane to Georgia. Yet, if there is one thing South African rugby has consistently demonstrated, it is resilience. Speaking about the situation, Kevin Foot made it clear that the entire Junior Bok camp is delighted for Riley Norton and Vusi Moyo. Rather than seeing their departures as losses, Foot views them as proof that the development pathway is working exactly as intended. For young players throughout South Africa, there is no greater dream than wearing the green and gold of the Springboks. The promotion of Norton and Moyo sends a powerful message to every member of the Junior Boks squad. Perform well, trust the process, and your opportunity could come sooner than expected. Foot also praised the players who featured against Zimbabwe, highlighting how their performances showcase the strength of South Africa's next generation. In many ways, that may be the most exciting part of this entire story. The Junior Boks are not simply defending a title. They are helping build the future of Springbok rugby. And now we arrive at the biggest question of all. Can this team defend its world title? The answer becomes even more interesting when you look at the experience still available within the squad. Several players who helped South Africa win the championship in Italy last year remain part of the current group. That includes Oliver Reed, Rambo Kubika, Siphosethu Mnebelele, Cheswell Just, and Alzedin Felix. These players know what it takes to win on the biggest stage. They understand the pressure, the expectations, and the sacrifices required to lift a trophy. That championship experience could prove to be one of South Africa's greatest advantages heading into the tournament. And then there is the captain himself. Siphosethu Mnebelele now carries the responsibility of leading one of the most talented Junior Boks squads in recent memory. It is a huge challenge, but also a huge opportunity. Great captains are often born in moments of uncertainty, and Mnebelele now has the chance to write his own chapter in South African rugby history. As the tournament approaches, excitement continues to grow. The road to Georgia has not been smooth. There have been surprises, disappointments, injuries, suspensions, and unexpected promotions. Yet somehow, the Junior Boks still look like one of the most dangerous teams in the competition. The rest of the rugby world will be watching closely. Can the new captain inspire his side? Can the replacements step up when it matters most? Can South Africa overcome every obstacle placed in their path and defend their world title once again? We are about to find out. One thing is certain. The Junior Boks are heading to Georgia with a point to prove, a title to defend, and a future generation of Springbok stars ready to announce themselves on the world stage. And if this dramatic build-up is any indication, this tournament could be unforgettable.